This is Maggie. Today I'm looking at the full moon on October 13th this year, 2019. It looks like a day of struggle to me. It looks hard. It looks like just so much polarity, so many hard aspects, squares, oppositions. Just another tricky day, like the Who sings that song. Another tricky day. That's an aspect song, I'm sure. So the full moon in Aries will be the sun opposed to the moon. The moon, it will be 13 degrees Aries on the 13th. Kind of a Halloween theme already. Scorpio theme. Those who believe in unlucky number 13. Anyway, 13 degrees the moon, and it's opposed the sun in Libra. 19 degrees, but I just put midnight, so it'll line up exactly. So yeah, I see a lot of opposition, especially if you are an Aries, a Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer, and Capricorn especially. We all know all the strife going on in our world right now, so it's just really playing out all over the world. With climate change, I already did a video on that. With the government, the impeachment, all that kind of stuff is going on. So in your individual life, it kind of began, somebody asked me how it would affect them, the full moon, on their, if they had their true node, their north node in Aries. So yeah, it would affect them majorly. And their true node was in the first house of Aries. So it would affect their personality changes. It would also give added vitality because Mars is the ruler of Aries. It could give vitality. I personally, I would tell this person to take it out and exercise. So it doesn't come out in arguments. People will tend to be, because of all the polarities and divisiveness, people will tend to be argumentative. And both Venus and the moon, Venus, planet of love, right? And Mercury, planet of communication, are in Scorpio. And they're opposing Uranus in Taurus. So that's just unexpected, Go to a Halloween party. Go to a Halloween party and just act really strange. That would definitely be a fun thing. Fun way to use the Uranus opposition. Yeah. Go to a Halloween party. Or change it up and just have great sex, get a new partner. I don't know. Uranus may bring some kind of change into Scorpio's life because they're both fixed signs, in Taurus and Scorpio, and they are opposed to each other. So they'll really feel this full moon as well. The chart of the day looks hard for Capricorns. It looks hard for Aries. I already said all the angles, but Taurus is a fixed sign with Uranus there. We've been seeing all this climate change stuff going on, and all kinds of monetary events, tariffs. So fixed Scorpio, fixed and fixed. That's if you're arguing with a fixed sign and no one's budging, it may be time to back off or take a moment because it's that kind of day. So unpredictable, something totally unpredictable could happen. Also, excuse my voice, Mars is in conjunct Uranus, so that can be volatile, changeable, liberating, freedom. Mars is in Libra, but it's in conjunct Uranus and Taurus. So that's shaking things up. Both planets are shaking things up. Mars isn't real happy in Libra. It's an aggressive, sign, the god of war, initiative, vitality. So Libra's ruled by Pisces. So Mars and the Sun are in Libra still on the 13th. So being in conjunct to Uranus and Taurus, it may just shake up relationships or just an urge for freedom, and you may not see that side of your personality, or maybe even your partner's personality. Excuse me, I need some water. So I've already done the chart of the month, the bi-monthly actually, but I think it's really hard. I keep reiterating that. Let me go to something positive. The positives are the sextiles, the blue lines, sextiles, 60-degree aspects. So we have Neptune sextiling Pluto. That's just the dreamer, the visionary, taking on the hard, cold Plutonian authorities. That's what's going on with that. Just total upheaval and change. And so Neptune, one client, I did her chart, and so she did not want any part of 9 to 5. She wanted to work sort of as a healer in a healing capacity, and for her work to have meaning. That would be Neptune and Pisces, absolutely. So people are kind of more and more getting into that. Jupiter is trining the moon, so that's positive for the fire signs. Jupiter is still in Sagittarius. It's trining Aries, so and Leo, of course. So the fire signs, it's still, the day still looks like a struggle to me. It's very much like a struggle. All the full moons, it's like a culmination of events. So whatever event it's like tying up loose ends, or it's kind of like behind the veil. You really can't see. People start acting loony because it's like your unconscious mind that kind of shows, and it's how people tend to act out. They drive crazy. They just lose it. So just be aware. Try not to go off on anyone. Try not to lose it on anyone, because it would be very easy to do. So maybe use Sun Mars in Libra to make peace, make love and peace. With the opposition to the moon in Aries, and the squaring to the ongoing square to Pluto and Saturn. It's just hard. Something else positive is Jupiter in Sagittarius is sextiling the Sun. It's sextiling the Sun, so that's easy flowing aspect between Jupiter and Sag and the Sun. So that's good for travel, relationships, teaching, higher learning, taking a new class, studying something new, revising maybe your theological beliefs. The North Node is in Cancer, and it's opposing the Capricorn axis. So the North Node is your security-based home core, and Pluto, Saturn, I've already talked at length about them in Capricorn, as well as the South Node, are creating a lot of strife and turmoil and division, both individually and collectively. But there are a lot of people that, you would look where the full moon is, where Aries is in your chart. So, if you have Aries in the first house, it's you may feel on edge. You may, because you're so fiery, you may feel very much on edge. Well, have tons of nervous energy because of all these squares. These ongoing squares are 90-degree aspects that almost feel like they're attacking you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so yeah, it's a good idea to try to use that energy in some way, because it could come out as nervous energy. The second house, would be money, values, assets. Third house is communication, friends, acquaintances, cousins. Yeah, you may be hearing from a lot of neighbors. Yeah, and the fourth house would be the home, the family, maybe tensions in the family or in the home front. So you want to be aware of that. Fifth house is Leo, self-expression, children, maybe your children. It's ruled by the heart. Love affairs, you go out and meet somebody for sure, because you've got Venus and Mercury working for you to get your chat on with somebody. Yeah, so that's good. And the squares can be good. I'm saying it looks like such a hard day, but the squares have helped so many people successful people in their careers, so they're not bad. It's just, I think if you internalize them, they can come out as stressful. But if you utilize them, they can be helpful. So, yeah, so the Pluto-Saturn square to Libra, to the Sun and Mars in Libra, opposing the Moon in Aries, can be used to tackle relationships. I use the word tackle like football, and that's Aries, Mars. Tackling, and Mars is in Libra, so tackling relationships. And Aries can be hard, Libra can be soft. It's like Mars versus Venus, right? So you just want to probably be aware of that before you just sort of like run over someone's feelings with a truck. Yeah, but at the same time, utilizing it could be there's a lot of people going on strike and just trying to liberate themselves. And Aries is a pioneer. They like to be first. They take initiative. Yeah, and they're innovative, and so but we will be hearing a lot of violent events, more than likely, and we have been. There's another inconjunct that day on the 13th, the full moon, from the moon to Mercury. So again, watch your communication. But Mercury's in Scorpio, and Venus is in Scorpio as well, and they're in conjunct the moon in Aries. So that can make you very, very impulsive to go out and get what you want. So again, go out, go out, exercise, take walks around the block or the park, or join some activist group. That's very Aryan, and kind of what's going on with the whole Capricornian thing, with all the squares, and I was talking about the inconjunct to the moon. Yeah, so you can use that. Use the Aries initiative and impulsiveness to just go out and hook up with somebody, because of the inconjunct to Mercury. Chat someone up, and Venus, planet of attraction, magnetism, love, love, and sex, because it's in Scorpio. So yeah, that would be like a impulsive hookup, maybe, one night stand or something like that. So anyway, so okay, and there's a trine that you're supposed to look at the positive aspects of a chart as well when it's a hard day like this. look for the positive aspects as a way out. Like sextiles are opportunities, and trines are easy flowing, but the trine is between Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn to Uranus in Uranus and Taurus. So that's hard, grounded, fixed, and cardinal Earth. So it's like taking a stand. It's taking a stand, which we're seeing throughout the world everywhere, and rebellion, and but also Uranus is liberation and innovative ideas and the libertine. So anyway, predominantly it's water, a lot of water in this chart. This one has on the ascendant, I'll post the chart, is North Node and the ascendant in Cancer. Venus and Mercury in Scorpio, and Neptune in Pisces. I didn't talk about Neptune. Yeah, you're going to be very, very psychic and intuitive and sensitive. Very sensitive, maybe overly emotional, if there is such a thing. So, and Pisces is all about love. You know, Neptune in Pisces is higher love, service. It's the Neptune trining Venus and Mercury in Scorpio can be indiscriminate. Maybe who you hook up with could be indiscriminate. Let's just put it that way. Or you could just tune in with your intuition and just use it to the best of your ability. You know, make you extremely receptive. Maybe have that talk with your partner that you've been wanting to have. Or, yeah, there's just, I love when the water signs are in trine. I really love that a lot, especially if you have water in your chart. So use that. And Neptune trining Pluto, you can use that. Greta is using that as an example, something like that. Life of service or idealism, to put your ideas across. But meditate, go soak in a hot tub, go soak in the mineral springs. That's my thing. I love. I did that yesterday. Love doing that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this chart. I'm going to end it. So I hope you have a good full moon in Aries, and try not to spar too much. All right, take care.